Hello, welcome to another edition of an open book. This should be the fourth one. I didn't do one last night because, is often the case with independent creators and whatnot, life tends to interfere, and I spent my night with my cousin, thankfully, who was a plumber, installing 2 new toilets in my house. So after that, I really didn't feel like chatting to myself about writing. But tonight, different story. I figure, I want to keep doing these, and to do that, you have to form a habit, and to form a habit, you have to keep doing things. So just like with trying to get on a writing schedule, if I'm going to continue making video blogs, I got to actually continue to make them. So, here we are. This weekend is the Baltimore Comic Con, which I am definitely looking forward to. Last year was one of the best shows I've ever had. The crowd's great. The focus is on comics. Tons of creators. You really can't go wrong with it. The Harveys are held, so it's a great con, and if you're anywhere in the area or thinking about going, I highly recommend it. You will definitely have a good time. You will see tons of really, really awesome work, meet really cool people, and it'll be one of your better con experiences that you have. I will be at table A142, I believe. A141 is the FUBAR table, which is going to be fucking epic. It is going to be amazing. I mean, it's going to be an entire military bunker, basically. And it's a book that you're not going to want to miss. It's the initial print run. I believe there's 150 copies, and they're going to go quick because it's an awesome book. Amazing creators. 13 stories, World War II zombies. You can't go wrong with it. So, come out, pick that up, come by, say hello, and enjoy yourself. I didn't have a lot to talk about tonight. There's a couple things I wanted to dip into. Two of which were last time I was talking about when I was up on my soapbox about studying storytelling, and I figured, if I'm gonna freaking get on that high horse, then I might want to recommend some things that I dig as far as storytelling. May give you a little more insight into, what gets me going as a storyteller, and the type of things that inspire me. So I figured, I'm going to try and do this every time until I run out of ideas for it. But a DVD and a book, or a comic. This time it's a book. So first up, DVD that I would highly recommend you check out. This right here, Devil's Backbone, Guillermo del Toro. It's subtitled, but that shouldn't stop you from watching a good movie anyway. And it takes place during the Spanish Revolutionary War, and it's a ghost story. It takes place at an orphanage, with kids, which freaks me out anyways. Anytime kid ghosts are involved, I'm down. It's gonna be fucking good. And Guillermo del Toro, the guy's a masterful storyteller, probably one of the best storytellers out there right now. So highly recommend you check that out. Second is a book called Already Dead by Charlie. I'll keep my fucking hands off his name. And Jesus, there we go. Charlie Houston. And now I'm going to get bitched at for the people who watch this because the phone's ringing. I made it through 1 out of 4 so far without the phone ringing. Just one. What can I say? I'm a popular guy. Alright, Already Dead. Charlie Houston. It's a vampire story that came out well before this whole vampire craze that's going on right now. It's very pulpish, very noirish, gritty, street level, about a detective who happens to be a vampire, private eye, not a detective, who happens to be a vampire, and but he's not like an evil vampire. He's trying to control it kind of guy, and the kind of underground society, the street level drugs, all that shit that these supernatural creatures are involved in. It's a series of books. Already Dead is the first one, and I definitely recommend you check it out. Really, really cool, pulpy, gritty, noir-y vampire storytelling. I dug the shit out of it. I've read all of them, so definitely check that out. I actually got a question through Facebook by my boy Hardrick just before I went to record this, and he asked me, what would be a dream comic project for me to work on, and where would I take it? I've answered this before in various interviews and whatnot. Daredevil is, as far as comics go, probably one of the biggest influences on me. I loved Daredevil growing up, and my formative comic years um, were the Hell's Kitchen uh, Inferno run, the big Marvel event Inferno, um, and that Daredevil run really kind of got deep and spiritual. Typhoid Mary, killed him. He was dead. He was in purgatory, or wherever. He was kind of in hell. He's carrying this flame that kind of represented his faith. That's the only thing that would light his way. It was heady stuff, especially for a kid, and I really connected to it. So I'd love to get a crack at Daredevil. I'd love to take Daredevil back to those the Christian symbolism, and the price that he pays for his faith based on what he does. I think that would be really fun to explore, and just get street level, intimate Daredevil stories. Um, that kind of focused on his internal conflict, his turmoil, and how a need for justice fits into a man of the law who takes on the persona of a devil when he's pretty devout Catholic. I think that'd be awesome. I'd love to do that. Uh, Other than that, I've said before I would love to resurrect kind of a character considered kind of lame or whatever, and see what I could do with him. In my opinion, it would be Aquaman. I know Aquaman has a resurgence right now in Brightest Day, and he's kind of badass again, and there's really cool things being done with him. 3 years ago when I started seriously doing comics, he wasn't. He was a joke, if he was around at all. So I would love to do kind of a goofy, fun, you know, uh, old school Super Friends era Aquaman story. Even if it was like a one shot or a mini, I think that would be a blast. Um, Also, I'd love to do a Conan run. I think, I want to do a story about young Conan. When he's developing his skills, trying to be, the baddest kid on the block. Um, Thief, wandering. Just a fucking badass little kid Conan. I think that would be awesome to do. So those are the three projects I'd like to work on. So if there's anybody from Marvel, DC, or Dark Horse who wants to give me a shot in any of those, just give me a call. I'll be happy to do it. I think that's about it. I've got a shit ton to do before Baltimore. I got to get my books ready. I'm going to have brand new Jesus Hate Zombies t-shirts. I'm going to have prints of the Ben Templesmith cover for the upcoming collected edition. I'm going to have Devil's Trail, and I'm going to have Massive Awesome. So, you take all that shit and you pair it up with the FUBAR table right next to me, the awesome creators I'm going to be there with, and like I said before, you come to Baltimore Comic Con and you can't go wrong. All right? So, unless something pisses me off or I get a bug up my ass about something I want to talk about before I leave on Friday, then I will see you guys Monday. All right? Peace.